In this video, we will solve a question on consumer surplus. The question is like this. The demand function for flowers is being given as P is equal to 40 minus 2Q. P is the price of the flower. Q denotes the quantity of flowers. If price of a flower is $18, then consumer surplus is, we have to find out the consumer surplus. Okay, so basically by the consumer surplus, what we mean the difference between the price a consumer pays for an item and the price he would be willing to pay for it. Okay, the difference between those two prices gives us the consumer surplus. Okay, so let's show it graphically first. Okay, let us say this is our graph. Okay, so let us say this is our demand function. We have quantity on this axis, price on this axis. Okay, and let us say we have the price, let us say price which is being given us as equilibrium price is 18, and corresponding to this we would have the equilibrium quantity. Okay, now consumer surplus is simply the difference between the price a consumer pays for an item and the price he would be willing to pay rather than do without it. Our price is being given as 18. Okay, so any price which is above the equilibrium price and below this demand curve gives us the consumer surplus in this case. Okay, so the area which is above the equilibrium price and below the demand curve will give us the consumer surplus. Okay, how do we calculate? So let us try to figure out. So we have the, let me use another color. So price of flower the price is equal to 40 minus 2Q. I am really sorry, the markers don't work here. Okay, so P, this is our demand function and price is being given us as 18. Okay, we need to find out the equilibrium quantity. So just plug the value of P is equal to 18 here. So we have 18 is equal to 40 minus 2Q. Okay, solve it. 2Q will become positive, so we have 40 minus 18, which will give us 2Q is equal to sajjane arda dane is 22, which implies our Q will be equal to 22 divided by 2, which gives us 18 as equilibrium quantity. Okay, so 18 is our equilibrium quantity. Now consumer surplus is area which is above the equilibrium price and below the demand curve. Okay, so how do we calculate the consumer surplus? Very simple thing, I will show you. So consumer surplus is simply the definite interval from 0 to equilibrium quantity, that is Q, and the integral of demand function, that is 40 minus 2Q with respect to Q obviously. Okay, minus total expenditure. Okay, this is one stuff, don't confuse it here. So integral is only to this demand function minus total expenditure, that is P into Q. Okay, so what is our, we got Q is equal to 11, then total P is 18, then P into Q is equal to 18 into 11, so this will come out to be 198. Okay, so using this very formula, so we have taking integral here. So taking integral here, we will get the integral of 40 is 40Q. Okay, minus 2, the integral of Q is Q square upon 2. So how do we calculate integral of Q to the power n? Simply we write Q to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. This is the integral formula which we use here. Okay, so the exponent gets added by 1 and we divide the whole term by the resulting exponent. Okay, so we have to evaluate it from 0 to 11. minus total expenditure is price into quantity, that is 18 into 11. Okay, so let me rub this out here. Flower nahi, flower ho nahi. So what we got here. So now we will evaluate this q at 11, then subtract and evaluate it at 0. Okay, here let us cancel these two. So we have 40. Our consumer surplus will be equal to 40 into the value of q is 11 minus q square, that means 11 square, minus our this 11 into 18 into 11, which is 198. So 40 into 11 comes out to be 440, minus 1 to 1, 11 items are 1 to 1 minus 198. So when you solve, this will come out to be dahane aktı now kremne aktı z 4 to 9 minus 198. So 98 ak. Okay, then we have 11 minus 9 is 2, so 3 minus, sorry, I have done here, it is 3. Okay, so 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, so we got the consumer surplus is 1 to 1. That means the area of this value triangle came out to be 1 to 1, which is our consumer surplus. Okay, so you can also calculate it by, okay, if you want to use the graphical thing here. So consumer surplus is equal to, so it is enough. Okay, so what is meant by let me explain it here. So consumer surplus is the area of this various triangle. Okay, how do we calculate? First we take the area of this whole trapezium shaped figure. That means we have this whole figure, okay, up to this, then we have turn and then we have na, like this. Okay, the area of this whole figure to this minus we subtract price into quantity, that is total expenditure. Okay, so this is our p into q, and when we subtract this rectangle or whatever it is, quadrilateral, from this trapezoid looking shape, we will get this upper area, that is this triangle. Okay, so this is the graphical interpretation of consumer surplus. I hope I make myself clear in this video. Thank you.